Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of 401k Real Talk. This is Fred Barstein, contributing editor at wealthmanagement.com's RPA Edge and CEO at Trout, TPSU, and 401k TV. I review all of last week's stories and select the 5 most important and interesting ones, providing open, honest, and candid discussion you will not get anywhere else. So let's get real. First story, Cerulli reported that in the next 5 years, $3.7 trillion of client assets could be sold to PE equity firms, which don't seem to be able to get enough of RIAs. RIA firms offer fee-based recurring revenue, sticky clients, and growth opportunities through streamlined processes and technology. Firms part of aggregators are also likely to grow faster through offering clients ancillary services, all of which may increase the value and interest in RPA firms that have many of the same attributes as RIAs, with even greater growth potential through DC participants and far fewer firms, as it takes longer to develop a robust retirement practice. Next story, a Forbes column rates the 7 most important employee benefits, which are expected to only grow in importance as job growth remains high and unemployment low, fueling the war for talent. And though more people are going independent or joining the gig economy, benefits are ways for larger employers to recruit and retain talent. The list of 7 most important benefits starts with retirement plans, with 80% of workers expecting it now, healthcare, flexible work and PTO, professional development, wellness programs, family assistance, and housing and legal assistance. As more benefits are offered, help is required to customize the package for both employers and individuals. Next story, Vanguard's annual How America Saves study is a plethora of wisdom about changes in the DC plans in the 115-page report, which are mostly positive and encouraging. Highlights include participation rates continuing to climb to 83%, driven mostly by automatic enrollment, deployed by 76% of organizations with 1,000 or more participants, and 58% overall. Advice is available in 81% of plans with more than 5,000 participants and 41% overall. Trading is down, driven by professionally managed investments like target date funds, now used by 66% of participants, up from 40% a decade ago. And deferral rates remain steady even during turbulent markets at 7.4%, with 25% of savers deferring more than 10%. There was also encouraging news for student loans, HSAs, and retirement income. Maybe the government should not be taking over, at least not Vanguard plans. Next story, due in part to the Great Resignation, more people are leaving retirement balances behind at their former employer, according to Capitalize, a firm that helps people roll over their accounts into an IRA. They estimate that 29.2 million left behind a 401k account last year, with 1.6 trillion up from 24.3 million and 1.35 trillion in May 2020. That sounds like a pretty big number at over 25% of the estimated 110 million DC accounts, and even higher if we're just talking about 401k plans, though there is concern about leakage. Secure 2.0 mandates that the DOL create a lost and found database by 2025. Vanguard research shows that just 3% are cashing out when leaving their employer, and the Portability Services Network, covering 60 million employees, record kept by Alight, Vanguard, Empower, Fidelity, and TIA, with other big names rumored to be joining, will ease transferability of accounts. And Meet Beagle helped over 800,000 people find and consolidate their accounts last year alone, which many believe is a better option than rollovers, especially with the new fiduciary rule expected to be announced by the DOL in August. Finally, some interesting news around the industry, including Jay Shaw, former CEO at Personal Capital, took over the reins at Edelman Financial Engines, the industry's largest managed account provider, as they continue their quest to work with the participants efficiently. Wealth Management reported that longtime Cetera CEO Adam Antoniades may be on the move, with Mike Durbin from Fidelity taking over and recently buying a pure RIA, leading the traditional independent broker-dealer into the IRA space where Durbin comes from. Antoniades denied the rumor in Investment News. SageView acquired the founders of Retirement Benefits Group in Southern California, Larry Dethridge and Tony Franchimone, who have $5 billion in DC assets, even after other partners left a couple of years ago to join One Digital. FinTech Benetic officially closed up shop. Started by Silicon Valley veteran Ray Conley and ERISA legal eagle David Levine, the firm attempted to streamline the provider RFP and pricing process, but learned the hard way how difficult change can be when working from inside the system rather than around it, like Pantera and Meet Beagle have done successfully. So those were the most important stories from the last week. I listed a few others I thought were worth reading. Please let me know if I missed anything, if you have any comments. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking to you next week on 401k Real Talk.